Hey Scorpios, welcome to your April reading. I thought if I wait any longer to get Scorpio's reading out, I don't know what's going to happen to me. You guys are going to start cursing me or something. Where's Scorpio's reading? It's here, guys. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back. Let's see what we have for Scorpio in April. Hope it's good. You guys know I'm a Scorpio too, if you are one of my usual viewers. Let's see. Gossip, nothing new. Let them talk. Let them talk. Communication coming in. There's definitely a lot of communication going on for you now. Your own third house might be lit up at this time. People talking about you, want to talk to you. So a lot of communication. So if you was hoping for somebody to reach out and communicate, this can happen at this time. Destiny, yep, definitely seems time for things to open up and people to start talking. I'm seeing like this flow. Wonderful, because we have this spiritual growth here. Wonderful. So I will leave information on what decks of cards I use in the description box, along with how to contact me for personal readings. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, guys? So let's see. Scorpio. Okay. Making people gossip. You know, we're always doing something, right? People are always talking about us, right? So somebody's talking about you. 8 of Wands. Somebody definitely wants to talk to you. So this is some information coming in, but this is blockages being removed. You're flying over any sort of like challenges you faced during April. You'll just breeze over them. This is challenges being divinely removed. This is people wanting to talk to you. Love letters being sent to you. Communication just flying with ease here. Let's see. Queen of Swords energy there. So they might have been quite cold to you before, but I feel like they've learned their lesson. So this is why somebody wants to communicate. Destiny sort of giving them a helping hand. So I feel like you're going to meet somebody here or something, and, you know, just click. So with this Queen of Swords energy, this is like, I've been through this before. You know, people have spoke about me before. I'm not going to let that sort of drag me down. I've learnt my lesson from that, because we usually call her the divorcee queen, right? It's just somebody who's got experience. So this is you. People are saying, oh, look, you know, she's being cold and distant from people. You're not. You're just being your cool self. You don't need to involve yourself in those people who are talking about you, right? If they've got something to say, they can say it to you. You're open for communication. You might not let them get away with whatever they want to say, and they might not like it, right? So because you speak your truth, Scorpio, people might not like you for it, and so they'll talk behind you, those who are not brave enough to talk to your face. So a lot of attention being on you in April. Can go good or bad, but usually the 8 of Wands is Cupid shooting his arrows there, the Hierophant. So yeah, this is about learning lessons, and this is the divine saying, hey, Scorpio, don't get too cocky. You've still got something to learn here. So I feel like there's good blessings with this 8 of Wands. So I'm seeing you learning lessons through abundance, no longer the difficult way. So I know us Scorpios, we're always going through these deaths and rebirths and challenges and tower moments. I think it was like 2019. Every reading was like tower, tower, tower. But it's like blessings coming your way now, and you learning through abundance, right? Because you're no longer letting people hold you down. You're now learning to fly. And how do you fly? You let go of what's weighing you down here. Okay, High Priestess. So learning to trust your intuition, letting that guide you at times where your head might mislead you, with that Queen of Swords energy. So if you feel yourself getting a little bit spiritual cocky, like, yeah, I know that, I've done that, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, just let your heart lead you, okay? I feel like this could be somebody else coming towards you and expecting you to be a certain way. So somebody could be coming towards you like and heard things about you, and then when they meet you, they're like, you wasn't like they said at all. It's usually the case, right? A lot of people say, have you got a resting bitch face? You know, no, I'm tired. So when they approach you, they're totally shocked, and this is somebody learning more about you and getting to know you by communicating with you rather than listening to gossip of other people. So this person is now going to use their intuition. It's like you're going to bump into each other or something, or meet here with destiny. You've had a lot of spiritual growth, and this is why it's time to learn through abundance rather than loss here, because this Queen of Swords energy, you might be in a defensive mode where you can feel a lesson coming with your intuition. I can feel something's coming in. What's going to happen here? It doesn't feel right. Things have been going good for 3 days. What's coming? So I feel here that can be the Queen of Swords energy that you can be in as well. So because things start to go so well, obstacles being removed out of your way, you might start questioning, hold up, what's going on? Just use your intuition, okay? And use your power, your superpower to manifest. Speak good things here, because there's a lot to do with communication. Even the Queen of Swords is communication here. High Priestess is even communicating telepathically with people, knowing what they're thinking, their thoughts and things like that. So let's see. Three of Swords. So it can be somebody who taught you this painful lesson here. Three of Swords there. So that's growing pains. I feel like you've learned to use your pain or something here. For the greater good, rather than dwell in your pain. So it's not that you've forgotten your pain. Some people might feel like you have forgotten them or forgotten your pain, and they just want to come forward and find out what's going on with you. I usually call it check your temperature. See if, look, there they are, Knight of Swords rushing towards you to find out the truth. So it can be that people hear things about you and then come in and find out the truth about you. That, you've also been hurt and vulnerable. You're not just this powerful Queen of Swords all the time. So this is somebody getting to know you, somebody wanting to talk to you, somebody wanting to be honest with you. Let's see here. Page of Wands, this is something initiating, a lot to do with communication. So I would presume you have a lot going on in the third house. The third house is Gemini. So it is like somebody thinking one thing about you, like two faces sort of thing. Somebody's thinking one thing about you and you being completely opposite. Once they get to know you, they sort of like, they warm up then. Instead of this Knight of Swords like coming in all defensive, they then want to talk to you in a pleasant way and start, communicating and maybe even start telling you their story about what's going on with them. What went on with them while you was heartbroken. So if this was sort of an ex, it's them sort of telling you, I was hurt too. Because you looked so defensive, I became so defensive. So you're learning that somebody else here was also heartbroken over you. It can be here. Or somebody could be coming forward, thinking they're saying some sort of truths that will hurt you, and they find out it doesn't hurt you. And it's not because you're this ice queen or you've got a black heart. It's just that, you've dealt with these sort of people before. You know their game here, and it's just not working with you. Two of Pentacles. Signing new contracts at this time with the Two of Pentacles, but you can be feeling sort of stuck in the love area. And I guess this is why the Hierophant and the High Priestess is here, to sort of free up that energy, give you some sort of communication that frees you from, what your trajectory is at the moment. So like you're going in one direction, that this person thinks this about me, and then you find out the truth of what they really thought and feel about you. Four of Wands. So then we see this new beginning, a new path, a new direction you take, whether it's to do with love, whether it's with the same person, whether it's with a new person. It's going to be different to each individual person, right? So this Four of Wands, this 1111 that you're seeing, now having healthy boundaries in place. That's what people will see when they communicate with you. You're not being dismissive or hard. You have healthy boundaries. And you know when to say nope, you know when to not invite negative people into your space because you've been there before, right? With the Queen of Swords energy. You've learnt the lessons multiple times the hard way of letting people take advantage of you. And then when you need them or something's going wrong in your life, when you're heartbroken, they're just there to gossip about you rather than help you, right? So you're quite welcoming of people, but they know their boundaries. And if they don't, you'll tell them, no, I don't really want to be involved in your gossip or, you know, cancel culture. We don't want to be dragging other people. It doesn't make you stand up any brighter. It doesn't make you look any better. And I don't want to be involved with it. That's what I see you doing, Scorpio. Somebody finding out, no, they're not cold or cold-hearted. They are just protecting themselves at this moment. It's probably what the Scorpios always have to do here with this Queen of Swords energy. But you've learned to transform it into a healthy, with the Four of Wands, a healthy boundary. Not blocking people off until then somebody gets in the wrong way. So I'm seeing like a healthy new beginning for you. After, you know, challenges and the blockages being removed, because you're now able to take care of yourself and say to people those healthy no's, right? You've had that spiritual growth. So destiny is going to step in now. So like I was saying, if your love life feels kind of stagnant or stuck, that's about to change here. At Seven of Wands, somebody's coming in to fight for your love here. I'm going to clarify. I don't usually clarify, but I'm going to clarify why they have to fight for your love. If your guard is still up very strong, this person probably won't come in just yet. If you're still quite vulnerable or, you know, recovering from this heartache, and be open and honest with yourself, the Three of Swords is here. So, you know, if you are still hurting from somebody's actions or even finding out some truths with that Knight of Swords, you know, somebody could have come forward and said, I don't want to be with you, or I don't love you, or I've met somebody else. Anything like that. It's still painful, right? So let's see here. King of Cups. Somebody, King of Swords. Empress. Six of Swords here. The Four of Wands. Five of Swords. So somebody feels like there was no point trying to work things out with you because you'd made up your mind about them. When actually they had a lot of deep feelings for you, but did something foolish here. Knight of Wands, they reacted rather than acted, rather than think about it. And so they felt it was easier to walk away than to fight for you at that time. And this is why this could be somebody fighting for you now, Knight of Wands now. We can see them going through lots of different phases, you know, being in love with you, cutting you off, being cold, seeing you as an empress or an emperor, you know, because both are here, seeing you as the one, having fear in coming back towards you for this new beginning with the Four of Wands, so much so that they felt it was easier to go on. And now they're sort of dragged back, but what they come back with is their truth. You know, what does this mean? The truth is, you know, I have these feelings for you. I was led away by temptation. I feel like Scorpio, I always say it, nobody can lie to you. Your intuition kicks in. The only person who can lie to you is yourself. So you might let them get away with certain things, but your intuition, it keeps digging away at you until you finally look at their phone and see them texting somebody else or something here. Because there's a lot of people here and they've shown a lot of faces to you. But I feel the connection can be still very strong here if you're not dealing with a Capricorn. This Devil card could show that you're dealing with a Capricorn. That's why I said that. But we do have other water signs, air, fire. They'll all generally come out. But the Devil card is two people. bonded together until they can work out this, you know, unfinished business. So I feel like destiny steps in to bring you back together to finish this unfinished business. But remember, I guess, listen to hear. Don't listen to reply, Scorpio. Hear what they're having to say, because you might know the truth anyway, but, you know, hear their side of the truth. It will teach you something at the very bare minimum, right? You know, they have something to say to you here. I do believe they still love you, but we have free will. You don't have to take them back. You can take them back if they have ascended, learnt their lesson, they're on a better path. But there's a lot here to say that they might not be on a better path, not just yet anyway. Two of Swords, that mental conflict. I feel like once you find out this information, it might send you into like thinking about it, make you take a step back and say, you know, do I still love them? I do think about them often, you know, but I've grown, I've changed. What's going on with them? So it brings you to a point of indecision at the end of April. You have a decision to make. Just try not to overthink it, right? Try using your intuition. The Emperor again. So have they really changed? Are you going to make a decision through ego? Are you going to make the decision through abundance? You know, the decision is yours, but I feel like now you're in a much more balanced place with all these falls as well. It's showing you're much more balanced. You're much more able to take that. In other readings, I've described it as a test. Like, you know, somebody comes back into your life to test if, you know, do you really love yourself enough? Or are you going to let them walk all over you again? So here, it's like the divine thinks you're strong enough, removing that 9 of Wands so that then this communication and energy can flow. Accelerated motion there. So we're seeing again this 8 of Wands. Now things will start moving very quickly for you. Abundance, we're seeing abundance, Empress, lots of new beginnings in April, but also some loose ends to tie up and some unfinished business, hope. If you do want to be with this person, there is hope. They have to have grown spiritually because you have. So you're a different person. Some of you, this is the person you're destined to be with, who you'll meet, showing up as the Emperor and the Empress. But you've both got to be in a high vibration, even if you've known them from the past, even if you've made mistakes, they've made mistakes. It's life, right? We all make mistakes. So just be aware of that. There is this temptation coming because you do have a strong connection with them. Archangel Michael, I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Okay, guys? So if you can't make a decision here with this 2 of Swords, you know, ask yourself, which brings me closest to my divine life purpose? Which takes me in the right direction where I feel good? You know, if this person doesn't make you feel good, then that would be your answer. Your emotions are your spiritual GPS. Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. I told you, you're learning the lessons through abundance right now. We can see that all over because you've got balance. If you let somebody come in and they bring you this mental torture, it can throw you off balance. You can lose your abundance and learn the lesson the hard way. Adriana, I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So what's your intuition telling you? What is your thoughts? What are you overthinking about over here? You know, somebody comes in to knock you off balance. Aurora, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others. But do not descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. The worst thing we can do is descend to meet somebody else's vibration. When we meet somebody else's vibration and come down, it's like basically going into their playing field. right? Rather than letting them come into your playing field. They sort of took their power back from you, and you pulled your power and gave it to them. So then when they mess up or do whatever they want with it, then, you know, it's not in your control, and you can sort of be off balance again. You can learn through loss again. But I see you maybe even falling for somebody again here. But please don't, Scorpios, don't descend here, okay? Your angels are trying to guide you. Keep a notebook next to your bed so you can write down your dreams here. Don't let somebody come in and try boss you about. You know, communicate from a very strong standpoint. Say what's in your heart and on your mind, what you're willing to accept and what you won't accept. And I feel like you'll be just fine. There's a lot of abundance coming your way in all areas in April for you guys, okay? Good luck, guys.